Okay, so I never really do this. I do not normally share my Sunday read. This is not set up for y'all. Like this is like the setup that I did myself for today, and this is my Sunday, Ancestral Sunday. Y'all know I got my Ancestral Sunday always, okay? But this reading, this part of the reading, is for y'all as well. So let's start here. The devil card. Look at this. You see how loose it is on their necks? Is because when we have a devil card, what it is that we've put ourselves in that hellscape. We've put ourselves down there. We said, I'm a bad boy. I'm a bad girl. I deserve to be down in hell. But the truth about it is that in all of these cards, you'll find that the devil card, you're always able to let go or get out. You're always able to get out, no matter what. And like no one's holding you there but yourself, right? So what would hold you there? Your mind. But what's going on in your mind is that you have forgotten something. Okay, so Six of Cups tells us that there is nostalgia, remembering, but if it's upside down, it's like, ooh, it's when it's upside down, you don't get justice because that was the justice card that just fell down. But when it's upside down, you're not remembering something. There's something that you're not able to recall. And what that is who you are. You see what that is? So now it's a storyboard. So now we're going to go straight into this Three of Cups. And then it's like, well, how did we get here? This is coming together with our divinity. So you're coming together with your divinity. But didn't you just forget something? Ah, but of course, because you've already put yourself into a hellscape. You see what that is? So you end the hellscape when you remember who you are. You get that? So you come together with your divinity when you remember who you are. And when you've forgotten who you are, you put yourself in a hellscape. So we create our own devils. We are our own devil, essentially. Let's move on. Eight of Earth, this is work. This is putting in the effort, right? And so now that you have come together with your divinity, you put your effort together and you get your justice that comes out, right? So now what does that look like in the physical world? In the physical world, that might look like us, going to, get work, or going to maybe even like meeting up with people who are like-minded and share the same, wants and desires, so we can be, fully cloaked in that energy. It's coming together with spirit, coming together with divinity, because you have your cups. So it's a little bit deeper than just coming together with, with a bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? It's a little deeper than that. You got your cups, so it's spirituality. It's coming together with your divinity. And then you work extra hard when you're together with that. You work really hard, and you bear your talents out, You make that music. See, it's growing into a tree. This is toiling. And that is what gets you your justice. Because you got your justice, right? You got your justice and karma smiled at you. But what does it look like in the physical? In the physical, it might look like literal pay, right? So now you have a little souvenir to take with you. Say, I went through this battle. I got through this. I went through this, and I remembered who I was. I came to my divinity, and then I got my justice. Here's my souvenir, baby. I'm proven. But what does that souvenir do? Okay, because remember, for everything in the physical world, we have the unseen world, the divine feminine. If you have the physical world, the masculine up top, you got the divine feminine down bottom, and she is the beginning, yet she is the next step. Okay? Think about that carefully, rewind if you need to. At the point in which you have your souvenir, that souvenir is to be looked at deeply. Yes, I'm going to put the picture on here afterwards, and you're going to see that I just pulled these right before I started recording, actually. And this came out. This is the same card that came out with a reference point to working. But this is the same card that came out, and that's so beautiful. Because you can really see this character better in this deck, where he looks like he still has his coin, but he says, I'm going to become something. You look at me now. I'm going to become something. I am a king. And so it gives us directives. That souvenir that we got from our justice, the way our justice manifested in the physical as a souvenir, it gives us directive on how to better live our lives. Why is that? Because it shows us what things we did good or bad, with relevance to what's going on in your personal world, in your cycle. It shows us better what we did good and bad. There will, if you look at the things that you get from coming together with your divinity and working and toiling hard and getting your justice, if you look at it, there's a signature that's always there, and it is a marking of how hard or how not so hard you worked during your cycle. It's like a grading system, but you have got to look at it. We have got to look at it because it gives us directive on how we are supposed to live in our own story, because it's not going to, everything that everybody does doesn't work for everybody. All right. Why did I want to go back over here? Because this is the cycle. This is the cycle. Like I was saying, the cycle. This is the cycle. At the very beginning, you feel like, oh, you got a chip on your shoulder, so you feel like you're not the best one out there, but that's only because you forgot who you are. At the beginning, let's say it again. At the beginning, at the beginning, let's say it like this. At the beginning, you put other people up on a pedestal because why? You're looking at, oh, well, this is what I really want. This is what I really need to have. I want to do this and I want to do that. So when you get into a place that is supposed to foster what it is that you want to do, whatever it is, you put yourself down and you put others on pedestals, right? If we're talking about music, you put yourself, I'm not Beyonce, and then you put Beyonce up all the way up here, right? So you're putting yourself down. So this is when we say, I'm not worth it. I'm not worthy. At the very beginning, remember deeply, when you start things, it is not just you get it. No, it's not. It doesn't work like that. So it's like you put yourself down first, and because you're like, I'm the new kid on the block, and it's only because you forgot. Remember, the feminine, the spiritual world, it makes the path for the physical world. The spiritual world does not follow after the physical world. The physical world is a manifested cause cause of the effects that you started in the spiritual world. Don't ever get it fucked up. I'm sorry. But it's like you have to remember that. Okay, so you came down here and it's like you forgot who you are. Okay, you forgot. See, that unseen realm, you didn't know what you were cooking with. Okay, because you were just like, oh, I'm just me. I'm lowly little me. And I'm not saying you should have a huge ass ego either now, but I'm saying that it's that we put ourselves down first, then it's only because we forget who we are, and then because we're in a hellscape, we jump out of the hellscape because it's uncomfortable, it burns, it's hot down there. Okay, where we put ourselves, and we jump out of the hellscape and we come together with our divinity. We work really hard. We get the justice, and then we get the souvenir. The souvenir, we believe in ourselves, right? That we deserve that souvenir, and so we look at it deeply and inspect it. We do the introspective analysis, and then we can do what it is we came to do. Because now, on the next round of the cycle, we're gonna have patience. We're gonna have learned. What's 1 + 4? That's 5. Change. Patience. And I think that the patience in this deck is probably I can't think of the card now, but it's no, I don't think it's that. I think this is its own card. This deck is very special. The good tarot. So now we have patience. So we have learned through the cycle. Oh, let me not cover this. Do you see that wheel? The cycle keeps continuing. It just keeps growing out and out and out, further and further and further, okay? So death is only What transition? There is no ending for us, baby. We are forever. We are infinite. Okay? We are infinite. All right? I am the I am that is the all. Okay? You keep saying that to yourself, sweet peas. I love you so very much. Happy Sunday. Last part I'll say here, round out this 10-minute video, is that the only reason why I do my ancestral Sundays on Sunday is because so many of our ancestors, I'm black, and I'm also I'm native also. I have native blood, so a lot of our ancestors have thought, mine in particular, my ancestors have thought that Sunday was a special day. So whether or not it is or is not, I'm not religious. It just serves me having this on Sunday because it makes me feel extra close to them. So, I would consider that also. Don't think about just what, your burdens are. Though when it comes to how you're going to make your spiritual schedule and how you're going to abide by it, don't think about, the world that you live in. Think about the people that you're trying to connect to, which is your ancestors. So think about how they would think, like how they would think about things. All right, so that was it. I love you so very much. Thank you for joining me. Bye.